Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick as we continue our slow delve through the retro gaming archives. We're on the SEGA Mega Drive or Genesis depending on where you are in the world, and this one is called KLAX, a game we reviewed on the ZX Spectrum. This is a bit more advanced. It's like a Tetris variant where you have to get 3 colours in a row, which is called a KLAX. Here's the instructions here, so you can get them diagonal, horizontal or vertical. I knew the other one. It's based on the arcade cabinet from Atari games in 1990. This version on the Mega Drive is from Tengen in 1992. So here come the shapes. We catch them on this paddle or bat, and then we drop them in order to try and create a KLAX. So there's 3, boom, done. If you run out of room, much like Tetris, that's the end of the game. Now, in this first one, I think we have to do 3 KLAXes. We've already done 1. We can catch 5 shapes on this paddle. There we go, it's another one. So this looks like fairly easy. Oops, I've done that a bit wrong. There we go. So there's a diagonal. So you get the general idea. The game's a bit more lively than the ZX Spectrum version, but you'd expect that. The colour's a little bit more vibrant, but the gameplay remains roughly the same. Oh, it is called a paddle, is it? Right, here we go. So, wave 2. There we go. Now you can throw the shapes back out again, but that makes it a little bit difficult because it's all about timing, and then you drop the things like that. So 3 in a row. So you either like these games or you don't. I like it. I like the Spectrum version. I had a Spectrum as a kid, really didn't own a Mega Drive, but it's good to see it on this version. Might catch up with it on the Commodore Amiga at some time, but I guess it sits somewhere between the Spectrum and the Mega Drive version in terms of the graphics. A lot more sound going on this one. If we miss a shape, then you see the drop-o-meter there. If we miss a shape, we lose sort of like a life. If the drop-o-meter fills up, that's it. And we've completed that wave. Hurrah! What next? Well, I think it's the diagonal ones. Did you own this one back in the day? Let me know. Another Tetris variant is Columns, which we reviewed on the PlayStation 3, the Mega Drive collection. So we might come up to that at some point. Right. Now this is slightly tricky because we need to do a sneaky diagonal, so like the bishop in chess, sort of, or Aliens 2. What's going to come down next, we do not know. A blue one would be quite handy, but we do not want to run out of space. And I think this thing is giving me the wrong colours, god nabbit. Right. Oh dear, this is going wrong. Right, we put a green one sort of there. Normal KLAXes will still clear the lines. You might need to do that. Oh dear. This is looking like Doomsville, folks. Doomsville, as quite often my gameplay is. So a game where there's not too much to it, but it is addictive and time can go past super fast. Now I'm sure you had a game a bit like that back in the day, where there wasn't much to it. Loops on the Commodore Amiga springs to mind, a game I haven't reviewed, but there's not much to it. It's like a puzzle element and time just disappears like nobody's business. We've only got 1 line left here, and we can't do it. Oops. Oh dear, it's a muck-up. We might have another go on this. That's it, I've run out of shapes. Press button to continue. But you do get 5 credits if you muck it all up like I've done here. Right, you must get 3 diagonals. Right, we'll do it this time, will we? Probably not. Yellow coming down the pitch. So we've almost reviewed, we're a little way off actually, we've almost reviewed 50 games on the Mega Drive. Once I get to 50, if I can find the time, we'll do a roundup, as we always do when we reviewed 50 games of any system. If you want to see all games reviewed so far in groups of 50, then check out the reviewed games so far playlist. There's a lot of fun there, where we do 30-second snippets of each of the games. I haven't been paying attention again, am I? Alright, I've got a chance of a diagonal here if I put this in the right place. Bing-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Right, there's 1. Good. Can I get another one? We can but hope. Doing, doing. So I missed one, so the drop-o-meter's filled up there. Right, we need to... Right, if I put that orange one on top, don't mess up, Nick. There we go. Bling! That's 2, so we need 1 more to complete a wave, and we might... No, is that the right... I think I might have messed up there. As per usual, big surprise, Nick messes up, boom kaboom, splat kapowie. Oh no! Oh no! You soon know when stuff's going wrong in this game. Right, that's cleared a bit of space at least, although it wasn't a diagonal. Right, another drop-o-meter's filled up. Give me the right shapes, you stupid machine. I never played this in the arcades. Oh, that looks good. Oh, I had it then. I had it. Ugh. I had a chance of doing that then, but I ran out of talent at the vital point. Actually, can that go there? Yes! Yeah, yeah, okay, I didn't mess up. It was all tactical. I am the greatest, maybe. So yeah, by Tengen, this one in 1992. The ZX Spectrum was in 1990, I think, by Domark, but I think Domark and Tengen are more or less the same thing. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC, the Commodore 64, and the NES. And the Amiga, of course, I've been told. Hurrah! We'll probably review that at some point, but not soon, because otherwise the channel will be filled up with KLAX games. And I've lost again. No, yes. Here we go. So you've got the general idea, haven't you, really? Drop-o-meter, get the lines. A KLAX. I don't know what the word KLAX means, but it's 3 shapes in a row. Right. Wave 4. We can do this thing, right? Bit more difficult than before. I think I put it on a higher level without realising it. I wasn't paying attention. Go in there. Yeah, it is a high level. The shapes are really speeding down now. Good, but I'm getting the hang of this thing. 2 yellows, that'll do me. Drop them together. There we go. By pressing down, the shapes go down quicker, a bit like Tetris would do. That's another one. Oh god. Why isn't the level ending soon? I want to be a bit flash. There's 2 there. No real red places. Could be a diagonal here if I put it in the right place. Which I haven't. Good. Nothing changes. Ding. Yay. That was a KLAX of 4, that was. Oh. So you soon start running out of time. Your thinking time isn't as good, and suddenly, before you know it, you're in a death situation, and everything's gone super duper, super wrong. But this is just gaming. It's to relieve stress. All about memories. I'm sure one day I'll review everything ever. Well, maybe not. Now it's slowed down. Now I've had to go back to work. But I still try and upload stuff if I can, because yeah, it's fun, isn't it? It's a laugh. It's not too serious. Then I've died again. Shall we have one more go on this one? I think the game deserves it. Would I be playing this again in the future? Well, I probably won't have time. But would I have played it as a kid? Well, probably not either. But that's no bad thing about the game, because I probably would have played a lot more racing games back in the day. But no one was rich enough to own all of them, were they? Right, let's put some music on this time, see what the game has to offer. It is the 90s, and there is time for KLAX. 4 drops per game. I think I made this too difficult. Make a big X on this level, but oh look, it's good to know the scenery changes. So it's gone into space. I've got absolutely no chance of making a big X. I'm just not that good. I'm not the Banksy of the Tetris world. How the smeg do you make a big X? If you know, then comment below. How'd you do that, God nabbit? So it's a good gentle learning curve, this. It starts off pretty easy and then ranks up to a difficulty level a bit like this, where you're trying to spell big letters, starting with a big X. I don't think it's possible, is it? They made it too difficult. Not for any mere mortals. If you did own this game back in the day on any version and was successful in completing a big X, then let me know. There's a colour that's gone down there. It flashes through all the colours, which might be helpful. I don't think it's helpful, is it? Ding. Bim bim. Not much room to play with, but lots of space on the drop-o-meter. Okay. Right, we'll put that red one there. Death looks imminent, in the game at least. Right, you're probably seeing better moves than what I'm seeing here. But look at the amount of shapes now coming down this table here in outer space. It's not something that would happen really in space, or not any galaxy I know, and I only know one galaxy. There's the Andromeda Galaxy, of course, but that's too far away to see with binoculars. So they could be playing it there, but it's hard to say. But you couldn't disprove they weren't playing it there, so I guess that's still okay. Nick, what you talking about? Pass. That's a good triple one I did there. Oops, they're screaming like lemons, and that's it again. Well, I think we've seen enough of that game. It's a pretty good game. Is it one I'd go back to? Probably not, because, well, time constraints. So not bad. I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was KLAX on the SEGA Mega Drive or Genesis, depending on where you are in the world. Published by Tengen in 1992 and based on the arcade coin-up from Atari in 1990. Got any comments about that game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. A big thank you to people that subscribe to the channel. We've recently gone over 2,000 subs, so hurrah for that. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.